Hello. Today I will tell you about the first main dressing of garlic. Spring has come. The soil has warmed up. The garlic is already big enough and it's time to help it. You need to make a spring dressing for garlic. Which now garlic will give strength to build up a large lush green mass. This top dressing will affect how to grow more greenery. For those who have been growing garlic for years and have been watching my channel for a long time, you know that garlic has several growth phases. The first is he builds up the green mass and the garlic head grows slowly with it, and the second phase begins in the fall. The green mass, if it is large, then it begins to give its nutrition to the garlic head and garlic increases in size in the fall. And if this top dressing is not done, then you cannot even dream of a large head of garlic, and this fertilizer will save your garlic from yellowing tips. I think many of you are already beginning to turn yellow at the tips of garlic. To prepare this top dressing, we will need 10 liters of water. We will also need chicken manure, even granular, as in my case, and also if you have chickens, then you have a lot of chicken manure and it can also be used. Now I will tell you the proportions for the use of granular, as well as pure chicken manure, as they differ. I will also tell you what the difference is. First of all, about granulated chicken manure. It is available to absolutely everyone, sold in any garden stores, and its main advantage over ordinary chicken droppings is that it is purified, has less ammonia, which adversely affects the root system of plants. Ammonia in large quantities burns the root system and destroys plants, but this does not mean that you cannot use ordinary chicken manure. On the contrary, it is necessary, but I will tell you now the correct proportions. To begin with, let's deal with granulated. You will need a liter jar full of granulated chicken manure. Add 10 liters of water. And here another advantage of granulated chicken manure is that it does not need to be infused for about a week as it should be done with chicken manure due to the absence of a large amount of ammonia. The granules will completely dissolve now and the fertilizer will be ready for use. It will be a concentrate of 10 liters. And now I'll actually tell you how to cook the same concentrate from chicken manure. You will need to fill the fourth part of the bucket with chicken droppings and pour water to the top. Insist on it for 7 days. Put the lid on top and come to mix at least once a day. This is first necessary to get rid of a large amount of ammonia. And also to ferment it, because there may be various pests in chicken droppings that you can bring under your plants. There are no pests in granulated. And after 2 hours, our infusion is ready. There is a thick sediment from below. Before we collect this fertilizer and add it to the watering can, we need to thoroughly mix up all the particles that are there at the bottom. And it will take only half a liter jar of fertilizer to pour into 10 liters of water. There are 2 ways to feed the infusion of chicken manure. The first is the simplest. You take it and just water your garlic bed by sprinkling, with a consumption of 10 liters per 1 square meter. Thus, the top dressing slowly penetrates into the depth of the soil and reaches the roots. But if you want to see a quick effect, and in order for the top dressing to work well, it is better to do it as follows. With the help of a hoe in the aisle, make a ditch about 5 centimeters deep. Don't worry, you won't damage the roots, because if you planted garlic correctly, the tooth itself should be at a depth of about 8 centimeters, and the roots mean even deeper. That's why it's worth making this furrow so that the fertilizer reaches the roots faster. Because the root system is already quite spongy and has begun to work at full strength, so you need to give it a good and full nutrition. Which is an infusion of chicken manure, and also fertilizing in this way is more economical. It reaches much faster to the roots and will also penetrate deeper, because the root system will only deepen over time. After watering, let it soak in and fall asleep again with loose soil. This top dressing is very important, because its composition is primarily rich in nitrogen, which will serve to build up a large green mass, since soon the nutrition from the garlic clove that we planted will stop and this will be manifested by yellowing of the leaves. And also there is already yellowing, then this top dressing will remove it. Also in the composition of this fertilizer there is phosphorus and potassium, which helps to increase the formation of the root system and makes garlic more resistant to diseases, and weather conditions, temperature changes, and heavy torrential rains. To whom the information was useful, be sure to like it. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. And also subscribe to my channel so as not to miss the release of new videos. I wish you a good day. See you in the new videos.